This is Jean-Paul Spagnolo, and today I will be discussing college affordability, the choice to increase tuition or decrease cost for colleges and universities across the United States. To begin the conversation, I think it's important to ask the question, have we reached a tipping point in college affordability? The media would tend to make you believe so, and there are several factors that come into the answer to this question. Today we will be focusing on rising college costs, as well as increasing discount rates and decreased purchasing power of state and federal aid. To begin this conversation, it's also important to discuss the difference between sticker price and net tuition price at colleges and universities. The sticker price is also known as the published price, and it includes tuition and fees before any discounting. It is the perceived cost that families and students often are talking about as they're considering colleges and universities. Net tuition price, on the other hand, is what students actually pay. This is the amount that students will pay after they have accounted for all discounting models, including state and federal grants, as well as institutional financial aid, which comes in the form of scholarships and need-based grants. This is the actual cost that students pay. So net tuition price is what they actually pay, where sticker price is what they are perceived to having to pay to go to college. On this chart, we see the average tuition and fee charges in constant dollars from 2007 and 8 to 2013 and 14. It is clear that at all types of institutions, private 4-year, public 4-year, and public 2-year, the cost to go to college has been on the increase. Again, this is the average tuition and fee charges, so this would be the perceived cost or the sticker price that students are looking at when they're considering going to college. Meanwhile, there's a discount rate that also plays into this factor. The discount rate between 2000 and 2012 is demonstrated in this chart. You can see that it has also been on the rise. What happens as this discount rate increases, it brings down the overall cost from that perceived cost of tuition to what they actually pay, or the net price. In this particular chart, it is only considering the discount of an institutional financial aid. So this would be scholarships and grants provided by the college or university. In addition to this type of discounting, families also do receive state grants and federal grants as a part of it that would be a part of the overall discount amount. And that is why when you consider net tuition prices versus the sticker price, there's a difference. To further illustrate this point, you see on this chart in the red line the published sticker tuition price from 1980 to 2013 versus the net tuition price in the time frame of 1997 to 2013. And as you look at these two different charts, you can see that while the cost and what's being perceived of tuition is rising at a very strong incline, the actual amount that families are paying is not quite as dramatic. In fact, in 2011 and 12, at both private, nonprofit 4-year institutions and public 2-year institution, the average net tuition and fees paid were lower than they were in 2006 and 7 after adjusting for inflation. Even considering the fact that the families might not be paying as much as they perceive themselves to be paying, it doesn't make it any easier, especially as they are trying to make the choice to attend college when their family income has been declining during the same time frames that we've been looking at. So as college costs have been increasing, families' median income has been on the decline at the same time frame, and this makes it challenging for families to make the decision to attend college. So as families are making difficult decisions, colleges and universities are faced with challenges as well. One question that I remember hearing from a consultant as he was discussing our tuition prices at the university that I presently work at was, can the university survive without a margin? Is there a mission without margin? As you can see in the charts provided here, state and local funding, as well as gifts and endowment revenue at public universities and private liberal arts colleges has been on the decline. Meanwhile, overall spending at these institutions has been increasing on a steady incline. So colleges and universities trying to figure out how to make these things meet in the end have resorted to increasing net tuition revenue. But I'd like to ask the question, where's the focus on spending? Spending has been long overlooked in relation to rising costs. Institutional finances have historically been focused on revenues and year-end financial statements rather than spending and overhead. The focus on revenue has really equaled little attention to expenditures. In conclusion, if colleges desire to be able to decrease the tuition rates, they're going to have to find other ways to also manage their costs or receive more institutional funding from state and local governments. Thank you for watching this presentation, and have a wonderful day.